Port just couldn't quite get to the ball. Ashley Cooper was looking for Quade Cooper on the inside. Vickerman again puts that big side 16 foot over the top. Just disrupts the play a bit by Ireland. Keep the ball. There we go again. The danger man of the first half, Kurtley Beale, just showing glimpses of what he can do, whether it be bend, turns on the pace. He's a handful.
Well, Tiara, I think they're more than glimpses, aren't they? Just look at that, the show. When you're carrying the ball in two hands, great tackle there from Darcy eventually. Redden, I think it was, it just coming in. And look at that, who was it back? Ferris, I think. And then Paul O'Connell again. But goodness me, this man, he's played well tonight.
Again, you just feel like Australia's going to break out. If they can score a try, then the tries may come flowing. But at the moment, I think Ireland are holding on. Doing a great job, no doubt about it, but just holding on.
You're right, Mark, and it is a question that you just feel that their forwards have worked very, very hard in the first half. How long can they last in the second half by keeping the pressure on Australia and not conceding these tries? I think at the odd penalty goal, they'll take that and they'll feel that they're still within touch. Australia get a couple of converted tries. I think it might be game over.
Well, I'm sure all the Irish supporters will be fairly disappointed with their next door neighbour in Scotland. So it'll be all over. Plenty of time here in this epic encounter. 37 minutes left. Having a look at the first half, the advantage come scrum time was definitely with the Irish, so I'm sure Big Jim Williams would be giving his team big G up.
Reset, it hasn't gone 90 and it's gone down.
To improve that effort here in the second half.
You know, a feature of the World Cup so far for me has been when teams have been under the cosh and they've brought replacements on, and it's been a big feature. 22 players in a squad, in the match day squad. And look at the players that have come on and made a difference. Ben Youngs of England last week, Hugard of South Africa, all these players coming on. Is there one player on the bench on either side that can come on and really just change this game?
No doubt we'll see both benches in action as the minutes tick away here in the second half. Darcy breaks one tackle. Pat McCabe's been a rock in the midfield. Defensively, outstanding. Sexton. It's a massive kick. Sends Quade Cooper back to his 30. Now just assessing the situation. Puts a darting little kick there for James O'Connor. Looks as though Ferris is there to clean up again. Terrific play here by the Irish number 7, Sean O'Brien. Now they've got numbers here to the right. Punt put through. In good position, but the ball will go out.
Well, that's when Ireland are so dangerous, and you just look, but Australia always looking to counter.
Kurtley Beale sends this back a mile. Doesn't get the bounce, though. Set up kindly for Carney. He sends the ball out, and the line-out will be in Australian territory.
Well, Stephen Ferris did so well on that ball. A lovely little kick through from Quade Cooper. Ball bounced kindly for Stephen Ferris, just dodging in. And then magnificent run there. I think it was from Sean O'Brien, wasn't it? Just up the far touchline.
But Gavin, I understand what you're saying, but I think Quade Cooper should either go to the tackle with the ball and keep it in Australia's hands. We don't need to play 50-50 passes. Ireland then took the ball and went 75 metres.
Rocky Elson been terrific tonight in the lineouts for Australia. It's his third take. Lotanal. It's taken by O'Brien. It's Cooper. Another kick, just looking for space. Look, they're not bad kicks, but...
Oh, they're lovely. He took his time and he had the right style, but what did we achieve from it? Okay, we gained 30 metres. We give the ball back to Ireland. We need to have the ball in hand. Again, challenge and try and create some activity, but kicking the ball to the sideline was a waste of time.
They've dominated the territory stats, 56% to Australia. However, it's almost been the opposite when it comes to possession time. in hand with the balls, 57% to Ireland.
Yeah, that's Gordon Darcy there, just with a slight hamstring strain perhaps. He's been certainly in the thick of it against his opposite man, Pat McCabe. I've been very impressed with McCabe. Boy, he looks a strong man in the tackle, doesn't he?
Well, for the Brumbies this year, he played fullback and wing, and then towards the end of this Super Rugby, he went to inside centre. And he's just a tough boy. He likes running the ball back. He likes the physicality of the game, and he's certainly doing a great job in defence and attack for the Wallabies. I just feel that the Wallabies have got to keep the ball in hand, spread the ball, left and right, run these, I guess, tiring Irish forwards into the ground. That's when the opportunities will come in the last 20 minutes, but we need to have the ball in hand.
Well, it's a good point you bring up as well, because you have a look at the dynamics of the team. Ireland, the oldest team at this World Cup. Australia, the youngest, and you'd have to think, as time ticks on, that they're playing to Australia's favour. But of course, with age comes experience. No doubt Ireland, they do continue to dominate position. They'll look to play the game at their pace. O'Connell, great take.
You can't tackle them all. Number 4. I'll pull you up.
There's a lot of experience in this Ireland side through the Munster middle row of Donovan, Callaghan and O'Connell. Huge experience there, and they know when to just slow down things. Mark, Ireland are not going to win this game by scoring 2 or 3 tries. They're going to win this game by just chipping away at Australia, getting the penalty, maybe 9-6 ahead, not conceding anything other than a penalty. It's going to be a close one if Ireland are going to win.
James Heaslip, the burly number 8 for Ireland, cuts the ball forward. So Driscoll, inside pass. Number 7, O'Brien. Quick ball, Redden runs into the shoulder of Rocky Elson. Hallwell again. Just mistimed it, so advantage being played to Ireland as the rain starts to pelt down here at Eden Park.
Offside.
And penalty given.
Ireland just have this ability to soak up pressure and just get back down up the field and cause the opposition to make mistakes. Really a needless penalty given away there again, Mark, wasn't it?
I agree, but again, Gavin, Ireland are holding the ball and they're backing themselves and they're bringing their big forwards into the game. Now, I thought this was probably a little bit unlucky to be penalised. The ball was out, it was there to be taken. Hall obviously saw that opportunity, but the referee, again, God bless him, didn't agree.
Yeah, I think there's a thing called a gate that they're meant to go through, is it?
If the ball's placed at the back, there's no such thing as the gate. You can come around.
That's fair game. The ball's out, but Bryce Lawrence didn't see it that way. So Jonathan Sexton gets the opportunity to push Ireland forward. For a long time now, this game's been gridlocked at 6-all. Raises the flags, no mistake there for Sexton. So Ireland push forward ever so little. 9-6 now.
Well, if Australia perhaps thought they weren't in a game at half-time, my goodness, they're in one now.
Now Australia looking to play the game at pace. Quick kickoff. Ronan O'Gara, first substitution for Ireland, comes on for Darcy. We saw tending to his leg, perhaps an injury. So O'Gara comes into the team with a wealth of experience and another kicking option. Beale. Genia kicks behind the line. There's O'Gara with his first touch. Spiral kick. Sends it deep. That's a fantastic clearance.
Boy, I have to say, if there's one guy that's going to keep pegging Australia back into their own half, it's this man. He has got a cool head on his shoulders. Probably the best tactical kicker in the whole of well, certainly Northern Hemisphere rugby. But and just with the rain teeming down, as you say, Tiarahi, you know, the pressure on. This is going to be a close game now, I feel.
Ball goes to the back, clearly not straight. So both teams starting to have their issues at set piece, in particular the line out. But talking about Ronan O'Gara, first Irishman to pass 1,000 international points. Third all time behind Dan Carter and Johnny Wilkinson. Oh, there's some company there.
And I agree with what Gavin said, particularly that we've had a little bit of rain. The ball will be slippery. Ireland will want to play the game in Australia's territory, and Ronan O'Gara is the perfect player to bring on at this time.
We talked about, I guess, the value of having strike weapons off the bench, and in this particular game, you're saying that there's the ace card.
Yeah, and obviously, interestingly, that Sexton's gone to inside centre, O'Gara taking up the standoff position, and here's another penalty. My goodness me.
Boy, this Australian scrum has really been tested tonight.
Ronan O'Gara just giving a little friendly pat on the bottom of his teammate Jonathan Sexton as he steps forward and indicates to the referee that he's going to have another shot at goal.
Well, I think it's about time. I think we'll see some changes in the Australian lineup. We're getting pushed off the scrum. We've got Scott Higginbotham and Wycliffe Parlow, big aggressive men that need to come onto the field fairly soon.
Well, it's a 5-2 split for Australia on the bench. Will Guinea is looking like, oh, what's going on here? Maybe we might need to call in the reinforcements. And they do have some big, heavy hitters. The Australian bench. Interesting, Jonathan Sexton keeps the kicking responsibilities. Hitting at 50% tonight. 4 penalty attempts, 2 successful, and the 1 drop kick. Sexton's kick hits the post. Oh, it's almost an opportunity there for Brian O'Driscoll. Chased hard. Just a little bit too high. Now Australia under the pump. What can they muster up deep in their own territory? Quay Cooper gets hit hard. Beale. His kick. It comes up in the hands of number 2, Rory Best. Now Ireland hot on attack. He slipped. Puts a shimmy on.
Away.
He'll go down 30 metres out from the Australian line. Number 6, Stephen Ferris. Is that a mountain game? But penalty given to Australia.
Number 7, entry.
Well, I think Australia, they're almost getting desperate there, the way that you just feel that they just have to have a cool head, Mark. You know, the ball comes back, there's Quade Cooper, and oh my goodness, what a great tackle. And you just feel safety first, guys, don't play, and then again they're kicking the ball away. Just exactly what you said they shouldn't be doing.
Exactly, we're 75 metres away from the Irish try line, and we're chipping over the top. We're playing as individuals at the moment. We've got to just, as you said, Gavin, be composed, play as a unit, not as individuals.
But isn't that a fascinating thing about rugby? Because you can see that Australia have got so much talent, the way that they move the ball. Strike runners. Look at O'Driscoll following up here. I was watching Sexton. He knew it was tight. And the ball just bounces over O'Driscoll's head. Good play, good lesson for any young kid. Follow up on the penalty kicks.
Australia really had limited time with the ball in the second half. Sitting just outside the 22. Big collision there, Ben Alexander, number 3. Guinea marshalling the troops.
You know, this is interesting as well, because in the first half they would not have done this. This ball would have gone out into the 3 quarters. It may be just a reflection of the pressure that they're under.
There's Guinea. Now they spin it wide. Cooper off to O'Connor, standing deep. Curtly Beale now. Inside ball. O'Driscoll very composed. Waited for the runner and he slammed his legs. Go back into the blind side. Alexander, head down. Cooper.